It appears to do that several different times. And notice how carefully it does. One pushes up, the other gently lets it down. Now they're all cooked. That little gizmo there will pick them up, deposit them in that little carrier, and on they go. They go in here, get some kind of a stamp on them, or maybe even punch a hole in them or push something into them. I can't see here. What we're going to do is pick it up, put something in it. Don't know what it puts in, but it does it right there. And then it packages them. Oh, I see. It packages them in there too. That's what it's doing there, is packaging them. Huh, that's fast. Didn't notice that. And then he realizes by putting them in their gift boxes and checking to see if there's any defective ones, as one of those must have been. And Americans, the Japanese, love their quality sweets and tourist gewgaws and ice cream cones. No, these are mussels or something like that. It is. One can only hope they don't succumb to having it like a Chinese baozi. It's a little manufacturing plant that cleans or puts grease on a lot of that, or oil, cooking oil. This pours in the pastry or whatever and this whips it over to cook it. Now we'll go across burners that you can see in there. And I'm flipping back over to get the other side. Konnichiwa. It's fun to look at all the little gewgaws that are available. Here the paddle of all paddles. And as a great sucker shot, people try to get their money into that little box. It's fun just to wander down this tourist arcade. See what they find interesting. Finally somebody tells me what it is that I would be eating. Octopus, cod roe, cheese, conger, eel, and shrimp. Now what this is a good question. Looks very industrial, so I can't tell, but it may be a pressure cooker because you can see that gauge over the Konnichiwa. Ah, chestnuts?
Yes, chestnuts.
Ah, roasters. Good. That would be. When you look at the sharpness of those peaks, you get an idea of the steepness of the climb. Exactly where the top of Mount MUS is, whether it's that peak there or the one over to the left, I don't really know. Where I was Bald Mountain, but rocks, and I don't see that kind of topography out there. So maybe we were on the other side, or maybe I can't really see the top of the peak from here. It's probably that slice of canyon I kept getting alongside of and taking pictures of. I don't recognize that yellow slash at the bottom, but so I'm guessing I climbed up just about straight ahead there, maybe off to the right a little bit, and then came back down through what I think is that more longer valley and shallower valley, although it's certainly steep at the top. On top, another old bridge I wanted to see. Just a few blocks away from the first on the just for fun, we'll stroll down this parkway. Just in case you're not quite sure where you're standing, right across the street from the bomb dome. Yowie. As long as he doesn't fall, he'll never be afraid of trains. Look at that kid up on top. Interesting, if just for the work it took to put it together, to make it. I'm going to guess that this big building is an exhibit center or a athletic area or something for various kinds of events. Well, the bean sprouts, also the chopped scallions that she's putting on there, and then that is seaweed, fine seaweed. Get a picture of that to show you. So this is just tempura, and crunched up and thrown on top for a little bit of crunchiness. Then she flips the whole thing over. This I got in a pastry shop. It has a kind of a greenish filling. It's kind of sweet, but not American Information Office. And I'm here at the Mazda factory and their hospital. I think the building to my right is the Mazda hospital. And to take a tour of the factory, which is probably that building over there, just guessing, and perhaps a museum.